Good morning, everyone. We're going to begin in a seated position. Settle in. All right. Lovely. So take a moment to settle in. Take a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out your mouth. Taking a moment to arrive here, to come to stillness and to press pause on everything else that is going on around you today. Let the world carry on without you just for this hour. Take another deep breath in and lift your shoulders up to the ears and roll them back and down. And one more breath in and breath out. And then circle the arms up above your head. Allow the palms to touch. And exhale, bring them down by your side. Breathing in, circle the arms up. And breathing out, bring them down. One more time, breathing in. And then keep the hands together and bring them down to your chest. Interlace the fingers, stretch the arms away and lift up. You can look up at your hands. And then bring your arms in front, stretch out the arms, bring your chin down. Breathing in, root down in your sit bones and stretch your arms up again. And exhale, bring the arms in front and chin down to your chest. Beautiful. And then just open the arms and bring them down. Keep the fingertips on the ground by your side. You're going to lower your left ear to your shoulder. And then up and over to the other side. Let's bring the chin down to the chest. And roll your head over to the left. And lower the chin down to your chest. And over to the right. And then come back to center. Let's bring the hands onto the lap, turn the palms up. And look to the left, turn your head to the left. Breath into center and over to the right. And then back to the center. Bring one hand at the belly and the other hand higher up on your chest. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes now. Just time to check in. Time to notice what you notice. If there's any strong sense of feeling, any part of your body that is being a little more vocal. Perhaps being aware of how your energy feels today. Or noticing where your headspace is. And allowing your awareness to rest on your breath and watching the breath now, breathing in and out through the nose and starting to feel the breath behind your hands. Inviting the breath to take up space in your body. Our yoga practice invites us to be less interested in the external and to come back to ourselves, to reconnect and take more interest in what is going on with us, to notice, to feel, to experience, to learn, to understand more of what we need for ourselves and how we respond and behave in different situations in the environment. Release your hands now. You can blink your eyes open and shift your legs. We're just going to come back for a moment and practice some alternate nostril breathing, some Nadi Shodana, again to bring more balance and more focus, more sense of being present. On my phone off, shall I? So using the right hand to block off the nostrils. So the thumb closes off the right side and the last two fingers close off the left nostril. Yeah. And the other hand, you can just relax the fingers, or if you wish, you could connect the thumb and the index finger together. So take a breath through both nostrils, keeping the shoulders resting. And then close the right side and exhale left. Breathing in left. Closing both sides. And exhale right, nice and slowly, calmly, smoothly. Breathing in right. And once again, pinching both nostrils. Check your posture. You want to be sitting tall. And exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Breath in. 2, 3, 4. And hold, retaining the breath. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Breath in. 2, 3, 4. And hold. Notice the beautiful quiet and space in the hold. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Breath in. 2, 3, 4. And hold. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Breath in. 2, 3, 4. And hold. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. One final round. In. 2, 3, 4. And hold. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Breath in. 2, 3, 4. And hold. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. You can release the hands. Enjoy this feeling of having both nostrils free to breathe. Notice how you feel in your head, in your headspace. When you open your eyes, do things seem a little bit different? A little bit clearer, sharper? So let's move the legs now. Move them out to the side and lean them from side to side. And then I'll come to face you once more. Stretch the right leg out to the side and bring your left heel in. Good. So for this section, you can still remain sitting on a block or a cushion if that allows your spine to sit further upright. We're going to take a twist to the left. So bring your right hand on your knee and the left hand behind you. Stretch out the right leg, yeah. Make sure that the toes and the knee are pointing up to the ceiling. Breathing in and breath out, looking to your left. Breathing in and out. Breath in and out. And slowly release and turn towards your right leg. Hands on top of the knee. Slide down, looking at your toes. Breathing in. Slide your hands up towards the knee. Looking forward, slide the hands down. And breath in. And one more time. And breath in. Beautiful. So bring your hands in front, in the middle. And then over to your bent knee. Back into the center. Over to the right. And then back up to the center. Bring your arms by your side and raise your right arm up and reach over to your left. Breathing in, lifting up and over to the other side. And one more time, over to your left. And over to the right. And then coming back to center. Lovely. Let's cross the ankles. Bring your hands to the knees and circle. Change direction. And then coming back to the center, you can stretch out your left leg. And take your twist to the right. Left hand on your knee, right hand behind you. Breath in. And exhale. Breath in. And exhale. Breathing in. And exhale. Unraveling, turning towards your straight leg. Breath in, slide the hands up towards the knee, lift your ribs. Exhale, folding forward. Breathing in. And exhale. One more breath in. And exhale. Bringing the hands in front of you, rooting your sit bones, stretching the arms in front. And then over to the right leg, to the bent knee. To the center. Over to the straight leg. And then back upright. Bringing the hands by your side. Raise your left arm first. And over to your left. To your right. And last time over to the left. And then lifting up, come back to the center. And bring the legs together. So bringing the arms underneath your knees, taking the toes off. Let's slide the heels a little bit further forward. Keep your chest close to your thighs. Notice how this feels for your back, if it feels like it's nourishing to stretch the lower back or perhaps across the shoulder blades. Breathing in, raise your head and you can start to stretch out your legs now. Breathing in, lift the ribs and raise your arms so you're stretching through to the fingertips, reaching forward towards the toes, and then glide the hands up your legs to your thighs and up to the ceiling. Again, reaching forward, breathing in, drawing back. Lovely. One more time. Exhale, fold forward. And then as you reach your arms up this time, we'll lean back. So bring your arms out in front. Sit, leaning back, waking up your core now. Inhale, lift. And exhale, leaning back. Breath in to lift. Exhale. One more in. And exhale. Great. So lifting up to the center now. And we're going to bend the right knee. Take your hands behind you. Yeah, lift your hips. Come down, switch legs. Raise your hips. Bring your seat down. And then bend both knees. That's it. Feet on the ground, lift your hips. And release. So stretch your legs out and keep your hands where they are behind you. Further work for the core. Engage your abdomen. So draw your navel in. And we're going to raise your left leg off the ground. Bring the foot down and raise your right leg. Good. Modification for this. If this is tricky or it causes any cramp in the top of your quad, you could bend, you could slide the foot in first. And then lift the leg up. Bend it, place it down. Draw the right in, left, place it down and slide out. Okay, so otherwise we're lifting from the floor. We'll do another 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Bend both knees. Lean them side to side. When you come back to the center this time, stretch your legs out, sweep your arms in front, and take a great stretch up into space. Exhale, you're going to lean back and bring your arms out in front this time. Now we're going to relax the shoulders, lock in the core here, and we're going to do the same movement with the legs. Raising the left leg and the right. So you can do the same modification here, sliding the foot in, lifting, bending and putting it down, okay? Otherwise, we're lifting straight leg. So, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Breathing in, lift your arms up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms down, bend your knees, and lift the hips again, bridge pose. Upward tabletop pose. Yeah, so let's remain here for a couple of breaths, just to breathe into the abs. And release the hips down and turn yourself around, come to your hands and knees. And take some cat-cow here. Yeah, move the hips down to the heels. Move your arms further in front. As you come up, we're going to rotate the hips, so we're circling. And you can start them off small, quite high. And you can make the movement a little bit bigger if that feels good, stretching the hips back towards the heels, out to the side. You can change direction if you haven't done yet. And then when you come back, return to the center, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. And bending one knee at a time. And just be a little bit sort of free here. You can move your hips to the side, you could turn your head, you could nod your head yes and no. Stretching one heel down at a time. You could always pause on one side, bring the chest closer to your thighs, really moving away from your wrists, exchanging. And then bring your knees down. Lovely. So let's take the left leg back behind, stretch the heel back, and then lift off the floor. Relax the other toes. And as you exhale, draw the knee into the center. Now, whilst we're here, you're going to move the knee over to the left, and at the same time, then over to the right. Stretch the leg all the way back, tap the toes down, and lift. So it's like a 3-point tuck. Draw into the center, over to the left, across to the right, and back, tap down. Good, 2 more. To the center, to the left, across to the right, and back, tap down, and lift. To the center, across, and back. So let's do some toe taps here, but mindful movements, not too high. Acknowledging the activation of your glutes and your hamstrings. Very nice. Now, when the leg is lifted here, you can drop your right elbow down and then turn your chest to the left and circle your knee. And then change direction. And then holding that point there right at the top, knee is lifted. Let's flex the foot and little pulses here with the heel over to the right side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring the knee down. And sit back on your heels for a moment. Give the hands a rest, your left hand for sure. Circle the arms out in front. Both directions. Good, and then stretch your arms out in front and press the wall away from you in front. And then stretch the fingers, like fan them out to the side. And then moving them down, fingers pointing down. Out to the side. Pointing up. And then pointing in. Good. And then just come back to center. Move your fingers. Come up off your heels. Swing the arms forwards and back. Okay. Onto the other side. Bring your hands down. Stretch the right leg back. Good. Lift. Exhale, tuck in. Over to the right. Across to the left. And back. Tap down. And lift. Tuck in. To the right. To the left. And back. Tap down. And lift. Again. To the center. Right. Left. Back. And tap. And lift. Last time. Center. Right. Left. And back. Toe taps. Mindful. Controlled. 3, 2, and 1. And then come down on your left elbow on an angle for steadiness, and then circle the knee. Change direction. And then pause here at the top of the pose. Flex your foot now and drive the heel over. Oh, waking up the glute muscle. Strengthening. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee down. Yeah. Onto both hands. Down facing dog. Let's walk the hands back to the feet. And then roll your spine. I hope I'm still in shot. Can you still see me? Yeah. And then exchange and alternate the weight from one foot to the other. So you want there to be a little bit of a pause as you lift both heels and then drop down on the other. And then pause, drop down. Pause, drop down. Keep your eyes steady, looking ahead. Good. And then remain on both toes. Slowly lower the heels. And then lift your arms. Circle the arms up above your head. Exhale, folding forward. Palms are together. Bend your knees. Hands onto the shins, half lift. Circle the arms up. Palms together. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, circle. Exhale. Good. And then bring the hands down and walk forward with your hands to plank pose. Lower the left knee down, then lift it and lower the right, keeping hold of your core. Lift the right, lower the left. Shoulders are above the wrists. Nice and strong and steady. Try not to wobble around from side to side. Very nice. And then bring both knees down and sit back on your heels. Raising the right hand on your shoulder. Lift the elbow. And use the other hand to keep it close to your ear. Bring that arm down. Switch sides, left hand. And then release. Very nice. Sit up and step your left foot forward. So hands on the knee, move the hips forward. Make sure that you're lunging, so you've got the stretch on the right hip. You can keep your back toes tucked under. I find that brings a little bit more stability. Raise your right arm. Raise your left. And then open the elbows. We're going to bring them together, the elbows to the palms together in front. Then open them out, palms can face forward. Then lift the arms. And then open. Bring the palms together. Open. Lift. And out. 2 more. Last one. Good. And then bring the hands onto your knee. And then down onto the inside of your foot. You can always put a block underneath your hands if this is a challenge for your hips. Yeah, raising the floor. Put your hands on the block. And then lift your knee. Take your knee off and stretch the heel back. And then bringing the knee down. That's it. Working the hands back. You can place the hand onto the knee again so that you can sit your spine upright and then step the foot back. Good. Flatten the toes and give them a little pad on the mat behind you. Thud, thud. Step the right foot forward. Yeah. Tuck the back toes under. Lunge, level up your hips. Okay. Make sure that you're not like driving forward with the right hip. So maybe try and hug that back in and send the left hip forward. Raising the left arm and the right. And again, we'll take the elbows out wide. Bring them together. Open. Lift and down. Draw in. Open. And lift and down. Draw in. Open. Lift and down. 2 more. Good. And then bring the hands down. All the way down to your mat on the inside. Relax your back toes for a moment. And then tuck them under again to lift your knee, distributing the weight into that back leg so you're not so weight heavy on the front. Lift your belly, lift your ribs, and stretch the back heel. Bring the knee down onto the fingertips, working your hands back onto your knee and stepping the foot back. Good. Again, you can pad your feet. I just like doing that anyway. Actually, it just brings energy into the feet, doesn't it? Into the toes. Okay, bring your hands down. Step your left foot back, your right foot back. Then you're going to step your left toes in and the right toes in. So you come to a bear crawl, the hips are on top of the knees. Stretch the right leg back and the left. Again, step in with the left and the right. So the key here is to keep your bottom low. Step your left leg and the right leg back. Let's step the right foot forward first and the left. The right back and left back. One more, right, left, right, and left. Down facing dog. Let's bring the feet closer together and slide the left leg behind you. Three-legged dog. Chest to your thigh. And then bring that foot down. Let's do the same on the right side. Sweep it back, point your toes. Bring the feet back down, look forward and step in to the front. Unroll your spine. Good. Lift the shoulders up to the ears and let them drop out. Lifting shoulders. One more. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back, warrior one, and lift the arms. So keeping both feet on the ground here and the legs in exactly the same position. We're going to hinge forward. So bring your arms forward and then keep on moving them down past your mat and behind you, skater pose, palms are facing in. Breath in, move them forward, looking forward, raising the arms up. Good. Two more. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Bring the palms together now. Bending your elbows, and we're going to push up the back foot, come to a standing position. Breath in, circle the arms up. Exhale, bend your knees. And step your right foot back. Sweeping the arms forward, warrior one. Settle the shoulders. Root your feet. And exhale, hinge forward. So keep the hips back. Reach forward. Arms come down. Reaching back. Breathing in, waving forward, strengthening your back muscles, strengthening your core, giving your legs a good stretch. Reaching forward, powering up the front quad as well, isn't it? And breathing in to return. Exhale. And inhale. Okay, feeling that on the front glute as well. That front leg is getting a great workout. Bring the palms together. Take a step in. And breath in, raise both the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale. Fingers on the ground, step your left foot back, step your right foot back. Bring the knees down, flatten your toes. You're going to keep your hips up for as long as possible, but lower your chin and your chest. 8-point pose. We've been doing this all week. Bend the elbows and look forward. And you want to land your chest in between your hands. And then slide forward, lowering the hips. The elbows come in, and then we lift to cobra. Raise your hips. We'll do that again. Keep the hips up. You want to move your chest forward, as I said, to land in line with your chest, with your hands. Sliding forward. Inhale, lift to cobra. Point your toes. And then draw your belly in, raise your hips. Good. One more time. And then raise, downward facing dog. Yeah, give the head a shake out here. Take a deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Bringing the feet together now. You're going to slide the left leg back behind you. And we're going to take a step forward, a big step forward in between the hands. Warrior two. Push away. And then open up the arms. Warrior two. Good. Toes connecting. Outer edges of the feet. Lifting the arches. Yeah, opening up the inner thighs. Breathing in, peaceful warrior pose. And breath out again, warrior two. Arms are strong. But the shoulders are away from the ears. So stretch that front leg again and lift the arms up this time. Then open out warrior two, and we're going to lean down to side angle pose. So lean on your thigh. And I want you to circle the right arms. I'm going to take it down past the floor in front of me and inhale. Good. Next time it floats past your ear, leave it there. If you want a little bit more strengthening, you could remove that bottom arm and stretch it in front. So your cross core. The right arm is over your ear, the left arm is driving forward. Oh, it's difficult to talk. Place the elbow down, return warrior two. Reverse warrior here. Drop the right arm down and wrap it around your back. Lift your left arm, making space there on the ribs or the front leg. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior pose. Stretch the front leg and turn your left toes in. And then we're going to bend both, spin both of the heels in and then bend your knees. Okay, so the knees are moving out to the side. Be mindful that you haven't turned your feet out too far so that you're unsteady. You want to be sort of, stable here. And then bring your arms out in front. We're going to stretch the legs and draw the elbows into the ribs at the same time. And then sit down and bring your arms out in front. Great. Breathing in, draw the elbows in. And breath out, reaching forward with the arms as you sit back. Breathing in. Breath out. Yeah, 2 more. In. And exhale. Last one. Okay, standing tall. Turn your right toes in, your left toes out. We're returning to the front of our mat. So spin on your back toes. High lunge. Bring the palms together. Leaning forward, take support of your knee, slide down your leg to the floor, hands either side of your foot now. Step that foot back to plank pose. Bring your knees down, either taking a rest here in child's pose or float straight through your vinyasa, coming through 8-point pose to cobra, down facing dog. So let's do this on the other side. Feet together and take your right leg behind you. Taking a big step forward to a warrior 2 position. Dropping the heel. Warrior 2. Taking a moment to settle, to be, cultivating strength and steadiness in body and in mind. Noticing these pauses and these longer holds. Breath in, peaceful warrior pose. Breath out, warrior 2. Raise your arms up this time. Warrior 2. Side angle pose, circle the arm once and twice. And then your choice, if you want to power up a little more, bring the right arm off your knee in front of you. Warrior 2. Ooh. Reverse warrior pose. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior pose. And then turn your right toes in. So I'm going to turn around at this point so you haven't got my behind anymore. And toes facing forward. And let's take the arms behind you. If you've got a belt. We've not used any props this class. I wanted to have a prop-free session today. But if your shoulders are tight and you do happen to have a belt with you, hold the belt in between your hands so you've got more space there. And then we're going to hinge forward and take the forward fold Parisa Padottanasana with a shoulder stretch. Ah, lovely. Releasing your hands all the way down to your mat. So you're going to walk your hands over to the right, over to the front of your mat once more, and step that foot back to plank pose. Let's bring the knees down and fall back to child's pose. Yeah, so for this child's pose, your knees together or wide to accommodate your body, yeah, whatever feels good. And you can also put a cushion underneath your bottom or a yoga block. Bring your arms behind you now. And then breathing in, raise your head. And come down onto your seat, bringing the legs out in front of you. Yeah, let's lay down on the back now. Bring your right ankle on top of your knee. Moving the arms to your sides, like away from your body. Lean the knees over to your left. Keep the feet and the legs in this one unit. So the sole comes down to the floor. That's it. And the left leg is connecting to the ground, the foot, the knee. And then turn your head to the right. Moving your head back to the center as you bring your legs back. Place that foot down and now the left foot on top of the knee. And over to the right. And your head to the left. Bringing your head back to the center And both feet connect to the ground once more. So let's bring the soles together, let the knees drop out. And you can bring your arms closer down to your side. And slide your legs out ahead of you. Taking up space on your mat. Allow your legs to be free. Take some space away from your arms and your torso. And take your attention into your feet. I relax my feet and ankles. My feet and ankles are relaxed. I relax my calves and knees. My calves and knees are relaxed. I relax my thighs and hips and glutes. The whole pelvic area. Relax. I relax my lower back, middle back, and upper back. My back is relaxed. I relax my abdomen, my chest. I relax my internal organs. Relax. I relax my collarbones and shoulders, shoulder blades. I relax my arms, to my hands and fingers. My arms and hands are relaxed. I relax my neck and throat. I relax my chin and jaw, teeth and tongue. I relax my cheekbones, ears, nose, and eyes. I relax my forehead, my hair and scalp. Relax. Whole body, relax. I invite you to remain here if you have a little bit longer to spend. When you're ready, take some deeper breaths. Bring some movements back into your hands and your feet. Preparing to move to re-enter into our day. Bending the knees, moving intuitively now. If you want to stretch, if you want to bring the knees into your chest, perhaps. And then lay onto one side. And return to a seated position, Sukhasana. Just take a moment before you rush off on your day, just to notice how you're feeling. The benefits of your practice already taking hold. And it will continue throughout your day. So bring your hands together now. Take a moment to honor your practice and the value that you put on your well-being, on your self-care. Namaste.